Okay, now you should be able to hear me. All right. So I want to thank you everyone for being here. I am Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and I this is kind of a special edition of my Tuesday night lives. So my normal Tuesday night lives, we work on some sewing. We might do a little bit of chit chat or just a little bit of teaching. Just depends on what's going on. This is the first of many to come of our Sew and Tell series that we're going to do. So, before we get started, let me go through and take a look. I know everybody's already been in the chat, already chatting. I see Chloe is here, Irish Sail Lady, Glenda, I've got Judy, I've got It's Kennedy is in the chat, and I've got Charlotte. And I will say, It's Kennedy, I do have your show and tell. I forgot to put it in there. So it will be in next month. Okay. I am holding on to it. It will be in next month. It was a slight oversight. It was not intentional. So yours will get into next month's Sew and Tell. So on May 7th is going to be our next one. So if you are just joining, if you are watching this on the replay, all of my subscribers are welcome to join the channel by joining the Facebook group. There's no cost, there's no fees, there's no monthly whatever. There's nothing to pay in order to be a community member. I know that like a regular quilt guild or whatever has fees. I can't charge anything on YouTube, so I can't do anything special for just community members that are just part of a little bitty clique. I want my channel to be open to everyone. So as of right now, everything is 100% free. So when you join the Facebook group, and I'm going to drop the link over in the chat. Give me just a second. There we go. And this will give you a link over to the Facebook group. It is a private group. Okay. Whatever you share in there does not get shared anywhere else unless you are specifically telling me it is part of Sew and Tell. Okay. So everything that you share there, you can share something that you need tips with or help with. You can share something that you've achieved, something that you've done. There are a lot of amazing projects being shared in that group. And I want to invite you all to come join the group. Hi, Don. Glad you are here. So yeah, if you want to come join the private Facebook group, you absolutely can. If you are making something that is a gift, as long as your recipient isn't in the group, they won't see it. And if you ever have a question and you want to post something anonymously, there is an option to post anonymously in the Facebook group so that you're not giving anything away. Okay, so you are able to do that as well. Okay, so we are going to do a couple different things tonight. You guys, I am in awe. I am absolutely in awe. Okay, I said 2 weeks ago we were going to do a giveaway today if we hit 100 because we hit 150 subscribers. You guys, we are sitting at over 208, or at least 280, if not over 280. So because we have hit another 100 milestone, we are going to do 2 giveaways tonight. So I do have the giveaways tucked in behind me, so you can't get a sneak peek. Yeah, they're tucked in behind me. You can't get a sneak peek. You can't get get ahead of anything like that. But we are going to do 2 giveaways tonight. We are going to use Nightbot for that. If we run into problems, it will be what it will be. Okay, so we're going to do that. The first one probably about 6:30, and then the last one we're going to do correction. It's 5 o'clock now, or just after 5 now. We're going to do the first one about 5:30, and then we're going to do the last one close to 6 o'clock. So we're going to do it right before we call it a day. Yes, Chloe, I am at 280, and that is it's mind-blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing. You guys, I started this channel, uploaded my first video January 25th this year. So March 25th that is 2 months out. So at the end of this month, at April 25th, we will have been live for 3 months. And that is it. That is absolutely it. I did not expect to have this many subscribers at this point. Yes, thank you, Glenda. Absolutely. I did not expect to have any of this kind of following by now, but I want to assure you, I'm not here to change my format, to change what's going on, anything like that. I did make a promise. I will have to grab something here in a minute. I did make a promise because some people were asking about the Irish chain quilt. There was some confusion about what a block looks like in the Irish chain quilt. So I am going to have to grab that here in a minute, but we're not going to do it just yet. So we are going to do a couple different things tonight. We've got show and tell, or sew and tell. We have the 2 giveaways we're going to do. We're also going to do a vote on my next project. Vote on my next project poll. So you guys will get a link to go over and visit and just click the button as to which one you like the most. And that's going to be the next project that I pull out. I do have a UFO that I will be pulling out as well. I don't have a pattern name or anything like that for it. But it is Halloween. It is Halloween themed. And it is a... Hi, Melinda. Glad you are here. I haven't seen you before in the chat, so thank you. Glad you are here. So the Halloween project is a UFO. This is one of the blocks from that UFO project. This is all stitch in the hoop. And then once it is done, I've got pre-cut some fusible fleece that we're going to put on the back, and we're going to do as quilt as you go. So I've had a Halloween project hanging around for a while. I know it's not really the season for it, but I want to finish it close to Halloween, so we're going to get started on that. That is my UFO project. I have already chosen that. Melinda, I am so glad you are here. Okay. Let me not get ahead of myself. I do set my chat to subscribers only, so everybody that you see in chat is a subscriber. So doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It just means that YouTube knows that you're here and you are coming to watch my content. If you've not already clicked the like button below the video, click that. That's also a YouTube thing. That way YouTube knows that, I'm not some crazy person just putting out random videos just to put out random videos. I could start, but I'm not going to. So this is project that you guys aren't voting on. Thank you, Glenda. Yeah, I started it, probably 2012, 2013. I mean, it's been a while. It's been sitting a really long time, and I've only gotten 3 blocks done. And I haven't even, they're all in this state. They're all still attached to the stabilizer and all of that. And I know some people were wanting to see some machine embroidery go on. And that's something that I can set the camera up, just set the camera on the machine so you guys can see that, and then I can narrate. So you're not sitting there dragging on, watching something embroider, and you're not getting any kind of feedback. So you're going to get to see that as I work on that. But that one was my choice. The 4 projects that you're going to see that you'll get to vote on, I'm going to pull those out in just a minute. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull those out. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So let me pull the chat back up so I can see it. And let's see. Where's all my screens are coming on top of each other, so bear with me. I am so sorry. I'm still reorganizing. So if you remember, behind me was a blank wall that had a calendar and a couple of things on it. And I've got a TV. The TV is still there, but now I've got my fat quarters all folded and put up on comic book boards. And they're all organized kind of by color so I can see them. I've got all my yardage folded, but I still have 2 big tables to clear off and get it all put away before I can bring the machine back out. So we are going to work on that. I do need to move the dog. Come on, move. I do have at least 2 more projects in that bag of my UFO bag. So this is one of 3 that I will complete. So we are going to work on that. Where did he? Okay. So he moved from being right beside me to being right behind me. Charlotte says, I certainly have UFOs, even though I've only been quilting 3 years. Join the club. Join the club. And Glenda, we all have UFOs. At least I do. Yes. Yes. I don't have that many. I will say this. I don't have that many. But I do have them. All right. So I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard of Jacqueline DeGeorge, or DeJong. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm so sorry. My space is looking so great. Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. All right. So this is Aurora. And I'm going to bring her up to the camera a little bit. This is a Be Colorful design. Kind of like Quiltworks has their own kind of thing. Jacqueline DeJong, Jacqueline has her own thing, and all of hers are Be Colorful. This is a paper piecing pattern. Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, it is glossy, so it is hard for me to show. But there is like pieced borders, all the piecing curves, all up and down this quilt. And this is a wall hanging size quilt. So this is option 1. This is Aurora. This has been a project that I have had for a long time. I think I got this from a friend of mine. And this is the back cover. My camera, of course, is not focusing. Gotta love it. All right, so I've got all of these bright colors, and I did buy the kit for this fabric. So this is all... Hi, Sean. Glad you are here. Hi, Vicky. Thank you for joining in. I'm seeing all you guys join in. Thank you. All right, so let me show you a little bit more of the fabrics that go into this kit. And this is one of the kits you'll be voting on, okay? So there is this striped fabric. This is part of the border. This does not, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking to look at, especially up close, but it is part of the border. And then we've got some bright batik looking greens here. And this is a white on white print. Let's see if I can get the light to show it. I know it's not great right there, but that's a little bit better. And it's kind of showing kind of the sheen of the white on white. And then there's a solid black that goes with it. And let's pull out the other. These are the very bright ones. And these are just the bags I put them in. These are not the bags that they originally came in. So do not think less of Jacqueline for the packaging, because this was not her. This was me. This was my doing. This was many, many moves ago. So it's been packed up for a while. So we've got some bright blues, some gorgeous deep purples. This is a teal. That's another green. And then, because of course it is a rainbow pattern, I've got more purple and more almost a magenta and reds. And then of course the oranges. I mean, these are bright colors. I mean, they're even giving the camera a hard time. And then yellows. So, thank you, Charlotte. Yes, it does. All right. So, when you guys get to go vote, and I will put the link in, there will also be a link if you are watching this on a replay, there is a link in the description. But if you're here live, do not go just yet because you got 3 other quilt kits to see. So this is for Aurora, okay? This is one, if you want to see me do this, and again, it is paper piecing. So there will be papers in here. I won't be able to show you the papers in detail, but you can see the process of doing a paper piecing kit like this on lives. Okay, so that is option number 1. Okay, option number 2. And if I had to choose one, this would probably be the one I choose, not because it's anything special or hard or anything like that, but because it's been put up that long, okay? This is, let me explain. So I bought 2 kits for Moon Dance. That's what this pattern is called. So the fabrics that I have are to make this. Hi, Andrea. Glad you are here. Thank you. I just saw you come into the chat. Thank you. All right, so this is Moon Dance. This is the pattern that came with the fabrics, okay? This is what it's supposed to look like if I were to make that. But I bought 2 of these. Ah, Giovanna. Glad you are here. Thank you. So I bought 2 of those because I want to make this. Let's see if I can get my angle. I will get my angle eventually. There we go. Kind of. Okay. This is a Jenny Beyer pattern called Echoes. And it's kind of got Storm at Sea vibes. But this is what I want to make with this. Okay. So this is Echoes. Jenny put a couple of different colorways on the back. And she gave pattern instructions for making a wall quilt or a queen. So I do probably have enough to make a queen. I do believe I do. And I have pre-labeled my fabrics because, again, I have had this put up for forever. So I've got all of these purple and purple themed batiks that were part of that Moon Dance. And this will be going to make Echoes. So Echoes is does consist of about 3 different types of block units. I did look at it in more detail today. So you guys wouldn't get the measurements unless if you have the pattern. And I will give links to buying any of these if they are still available once I've started on them. Oh, making fabric postcards. Hi, Tessa. Glad you are here. Yeah, Giovanna, I need to learn how to make fabric postcards. That's one thing I have not learned how to do yet. That needs to be on my list. All right. That is the last of those. Okay. So all of these that I just showed you, all of these fabrics are going to make Echoes, a Jenny Beyer quilt pattern called Echoes. Okay. Giovanna is in Italy, Sean. She is my lovely, lovely friend from Italy. I want to go visit eventually. All right. So these I have not even opened. This is option 3. This is Juicy Cactus. Okay, so I have 2 of these. Okay. You use junk mail. I don't blame you. Junk mail is there to be used, isn't it? All right, so I have not really even looked at this pattern. This Juicy Cactus is an Etsy or Craftsy kit. So this is the pattern. This is what the quilt looks like. Okay, let's see if I can work on my angle. There we go. All right, so this is Juicy Cactus. And I have two of these kits. So I will be making this larger than what it comes to be normally. So we've got some dark, it's kind of like an olive drab kind of green. I've got some lighter greens that go in here. You love the Craftsy kits? This is my first time, Sean. I have never had a Craftsy kit. When I bought my long arm, the lady who was selling her long arm to me, she had bought multiple quilt kits of everything she decided she wanted to make because she wants to make everything a king size. And because she was getting out of quilting, she was selling everything. So I bought two of the quilt kits so that I would have them. So these are boundless fabrics. That's what it's labeled. And they're all kind of modeled like this. Yes. Yes. I will give you guys the link in just a minute, Andrea. Don't worry. Don't worry. So this is project 3. This is Juicy Cactus. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I knew your exchange, didn't realize your exchange student was in Italy as well, or was from Italy as well. That's awesome. I knew they were from overseas, but it never crossed my mind to think where your exchange student was from, Sean. All right, now this is one that my husband picked for me to do back in 2017, but I have yet to touch it. Oh, you're fine, Giovanna. Remember, the Sew and Tell is a 6-month project. Okay, so the giveaways for Sew and Tell, the drawings for that is going to be in October. So you have a bit. All right, so this is one that I picked up at Hancock's of Paducah. If you guys have never been to Hancock's of Paducah, it is an absolute dream. So this quilt kit is called Sparkle. It is called Sparkle. So if you see, each of the blocks is kind of set into the next one. And I have not looked at the assembly instructions, but actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me see if what I'm thinking it is what it is. Oh, you know what? I thought there was Y seams. There are no Y seams. Oh, yeah, Sparkle is beautiful. So this comes with juniper berry fabrics. That's the juniper berry collection from Moda. So this is the white or the cream background. I know it's not showing up great on the camera. It's probably showing up better out here. Although obviously I've got the window open, so you know it's super bright. And this is the only one that was not in the pack. Like this came in the pack, but it's not like the rest of them are. So I'm thinking that this is binding. A vintage kite block. It might be. It might be. I will have to look at that. All right, you guys. I have never untied the ribbon on this. I may be keeping this ribbon. This is kind of a cool ribbon. This Moda ribbon. I don't know if all the Moda fabric packs are tied this way. You guys can chime in if you know. But it is a tape measure. So that is the ribbon that tied the stack. And these are all fat quarters. And I'm not going to unwrap all of them. Let's see if I can find the camera. I've got to reposition my camera, you guys. I have not had a chance to play much with it. Oh, this says bright, happy holidays, white Christmas, let it snow, be merry. Oh, be merry and bright, joy to the world. So there's a little text script on here. Yeah, it's very pretty. And then there's like teal colored prints in here. a teal version of the print that I just showed you. This one has reindeer and trees on it. I normally don't keep all my ribbons, Andrea. I just haven't. This one says 12 Days of Christmas. But I also don't buy a lot of fabrics. Like I don't buy a lot of fabrics. Not like I used to. All right, so we've got a section of green in here, like olive greens. They're very rich and gorgeous. And there's a white and black version of the Merry and Bright. And then Hello December, 25 Days Till Christmas, and some black collections as well. There's that binding print, so I bet that is binding. This was the other piece. All right, so this is kit number 4. So this is sparkle. Okay. Okay. So these are the 4 that you're voting on. All right. Okay. So you will have Aurora. You will have a week to vote. Okay. I will announce next Tuesday. So we have Aurora. We have Echoes. I know it doesn't show up well in the light, but Echoes. We have Juicy Cactus. And we have Sparkle. So you guys will get to vote and see which quilt kit I'm going to pick next. If you are not a subscriber, you are still able to go vote. Just you cannot win anything unless you subscribe, okay? So subscribers can win. If you are not a subscriber, you do need to go ahead and subscribe now because we are going to start the giveaway here shortly. Hi, Beverly. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. All right. So let me go grab the link. If I am not mistaken, we are going to go with vote. Let's see if Nightbot, yes, awesome. Okay, so Nightbot loves me. At least Nightbot loves me a little bit. We'll go with Nightbot loves me. Okay, so the link that is in the chat now, the vote link, that is to a Google form. You're going to have 4 options, so you can choose one of those quilt kits to vote as my next project. So I am still going to do my UFO, and I am going to do one of these. So I do have a little bit of room to work on that temperature quilt and get that pattern out. It will be probably beginning of May. I know, Chloe, you've been following me to watch for that temperature quilt. We are looking at probably beginning to middle of May just because I wasn't expecting to do as much moving. Yay, Sean has already voted. Awesome. If you are catching this on the replay, the link is down below. I will delete the link off of the video before next Tuesday. So if it is, you guys have until April 8th to vote. April 9th, the link will be gone. So you will not be able to vote after April 8th. Okay? Yes, it is easy to vote. Thank you. Thank you. I was hoping I made it easy. You already voted, so you didn't forget, Andrea. I love it. I love it, you guys. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to look until April 8th. I'm not going to look. You guys, I want to be shocked. I want to be surprised. All right. Oh, Don has voted too. Welcome, Don. All right. So we got a couple of guys in the chat today. Yay. You guys are awesome. Okay. So let me grab the thing I need to grab. Hi, Maritza. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. And yes, I am off camera. I do apologize, you guys. I just forgot to grab something before the live. I had a little bit of distractions going on. And we're not going to let that happen every time. All right, so while I am doing this, if you have a YouTube channel, if you are a content creator, do !selfie in the chat, and that will put your link in the chat. Don't spam it, of course, but do exclamation selfie anytime you are in my chat and it will pop up your link. I do not mind. This is a community. I do want you to be able to get viewers off of me as well as me getting viewers off of you. So just let's treat this as though it's like, an exchange. There we go, an exchange. Giovanna voted. Thank you. All right. I'll go on and look after a bit. It's fun to see the results before everyone else. Well, I will see it, but I won't see it until Tuesday. Sometime Tuesday morning. I'm going to hold off and wait with bated breath. I may send somebody else to go look. Like I may click all the links and have them go look, but I'm not going to look. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to treat it like it is Christmas morning. So I am not going to look. All right. Maybe you could do it all at the same time. I know how you... it's Kennedy. You are begging for me to like run myself ragged, right? Okay. We're not doing that. All right. Let me go grab Nightbot and we are going to go ahead and get our first giveaway started. We're going to do for 5 minutes. So you do have to be in the chat, okay? So you cannot just leave the chat. Let's do... all right, let's do win. Let me get that going. Let's see if win will work. All right. All right. Who are my... okay, there we go. There we go. All right. All right, so now go ahead and put win in the chat, W-I-N, and let's make sure it is working. I want to make sure you guys are coming up in the chat. And I'm going to wait until I see the first one come through and make sure that everybody is coming up as an option. Oh, hang on. Let's pull. There we go. Okay. Eligible. All right. All right. Let's see if it is. It looks like everybody is coming up as eligible. All right. Yay. I don't know if Nightbot's going to show me a list or how this works, but we are going to work with it. Yeah, we are going to go. All right, so you do have to be in the chat and within the last 5 minutes. There's not going to be a ticket, but yeah, there's not a ticket. Nightbot is different than all the others. Nightbot doesn't give us any rewards to do it. All right. So you will get to your choice of what you take home or what I send to you. Loretta is in the chat. Hi, Loretta. You've already commented win. Good. Thank you. Yeah, if you are a subscriber, you are eligible to win as far as I am concerned. I am not going to discriminate. You don't have to live in the United States. If you want something different than what I have and you live international, we will discuss that, okay? So the two options that I have that are giveaways today, one is Quilting Knowledge. This is a metal placard, okay? There's 4 little holes that you can attach it with. And I apologize that my camera is doing the autofocus. There is different ways to cut a fat quarter. There's a continuous bias cheat sheet. So it tells you how big of a 12-inch square will make 60 inches of 2-inch bias. So like it's a cheat sheet there. There's a layer cake square, what you can cut out of a layer cake square. This is a yardage card. So like 1/8 of an inch is 4.5 inches, or 1/8 of a yard is 4.5 inches. 1/3 of a yard is 12 inches. The things that is really hard to remember unless you're used to cutting fabric, at the store or whatever every day. The guide to bedding dimensions, so it tells you what size beds and all of that, what the typical dimensions of those beds are. And this is a half square triangle cutting chart. So if you want to make a half square triangle that is 5.5 inches, it tells you you need to cut your squares 6 3/8 inches. So you don't have to like sit there and think about it and figure it out or anything like that. So I am not winning anything today. I'm not going to win. I have a duplicate of this. I am so sorry, you guys.
Friends, and welcome to another video.
I am sorry about that. So this is one of the options. So you can choose this, and I can probably give you measurements for how big this is, but it fits in front of me. Okay, so it is awesome. The other option, if you would rather have it instead, hi Lisa, Lisa's Quilting Corner, glad you are here. The other option is this mug. It is a coffee mug or tea mug. And I'm going to try to get it up close to the camera, see if it will focus. And it has a print of a sewing machine on both sides. No, it's actually not a spam call. For some reason my YouTube on my phone decided to start playing someone's video. So, yeah, it's not a spam call. But my volume was up. All right, so this is the other option. So you can choose the mug or you can choose the placard. Okay, so we are going to do that. Let's go ahead and do that now because it has been a few minutes. So let's go ahead. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Thank you, Melinda. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to roll. All right, Loretta Blevins, you have won the giveaway. All right, so tell me which one you want to win in the chat. So tell me if you want the mug or you want the chart. Whichever one you want, that's what you're going to get. And if you are in the US, you get whatever's here. If you're international, then we'll talk about it. Yeah, everybody's saying congrats to Loretta. Yes, and actually, Loretta, you actually have won. So you get to choose whether you want the quilting chart, the quilting knowledge chart, the extended warranty, Sean. Yes, I know, right? Or you get the mug. And it will be packed properly, so it will arrive in one piece. So, Loretta, I just need to know which one you won. And then I will put the link in for you to go fill out for your address and for shipping. The chart, you're in Florida. Awesome. I will send you the chart. Absolutely. All right. So I just put in the link. Nightbot's about to pull it up here in just a second. That is a link to a Google form. That is where you need to go. And you're going to put in your address, your phone number, and, of course, what name, I need to put on the package. That all is going to go in that Google form, so I know where to ship it to. Okay? So, Loretta, congrats. You are taking home the quilting knowledge. So, whoever wins later on this evening gets the mug. I'm excited for you too, Loretta. I really am. All right. So, I said we were going to do this, so let's do this. Thank you, Chloe. I am glad. I've worked really hard on the form idea because, I want something that's super easy and that doesn't make people really want to stop doing things because it's too hard. So I'm glad that is working. Yay! All right. Yes, absolutely, Tessa. Congrats to Loretta. Awesome, Loretta. All right. So here's the thing that everybody has been asking about and trying to figure out. Okay. This is that Irish chain quilt. And I know some of you are probably tired of seeing it because I did this for a little bit. Hi, Joy T. Glad you are here. There is one more giveaway later on this evening in about another 20 minutes. So be sure to stay and hang out, okay? I want everybody to get a chance to win. All right, so this is the Irish chain baby quilt that I have done on the lives. And people see the lives and they see the name of it being called Irish chain with a twist, and they don't understand the twist. You love Google Forms? Yes, absolutely, Sean. I do know that about you. All right, so this is the Irish chain with a twist block, basically. So let me grab a couple of things. Let's see, what do I want to grab? What do I want to grab? I should have prepped this part a little bit better. Yes, she has a front row seat here. Of course she does. Absolutely. Everybody has a front row seat. You have a front row seat. You have a front row seat. You have a front row seat. Yes, absolutely. All right. So, oh, you know what? I got paper. I got cardboard. We're going to do that. Chloe says she is not tired of this. I am so glad. Well, okay. So I will be honest. I got a negative comment. And my negative comment was because someone did not immediately see what the block is in this Irish chain quilt. But I didn't take it as a negative comment. That meant that somebody was not able to see what I'm trying to show. And for me, that is teaching. I needed to know that somebody was not being able to see what I was trying to show. So I am taking this time to make sure that it is visible. But I did kind of say it was an achievement unlocked because it was my first negative comment. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. But I want to be able to show why what I am working on and why it is not, I know it can be hard a lot of times to see what a creator is working on. So I do try to work on my camera angles so everybody can see. You brought your front row seats with you. You are hilarious, Joy T. Love you to death. Love you. Absolutely love you. All right. So the block itself, and I can't do one down there. All right. So the block itself is this X. So the block of the Irish chain quilt is this X. Okay. From corner to corner. Okay. What makes it different is that the next block doesn't start for another row. Okay. Yes, we do learn from the negative comments. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me take this back out of the way. Let's see if I can fold this and show a little bit better. And I want your feedback, you guys. If you're able to see what I'm showing and like it's making sense, how I'm trying to show it, let me know that it is. Sean, I feel there is a difference between someone offering suggestions and being negative. I'm improved from several suggestions over time. Yeah, this one was definitely intended to be a negative, but that's okay. It's even though the person may have meant it negatively, I'm not taking it negatively because I want to turn it around. In a community, okay, my soapbox for a second, you guys. When you're a teenager and you are learning how to interact with the world, you may not always know the right things to say. You don't go to a job interview and treat a job interview like someone who is 25 and 30 and who has interviewed 300 times for different jobs. You don't walk into an interview as a 16-year-old and you know everything that you should say. You don't know how a workplace works. You don't know how things are. You just don't know everything. And you're not, even though at 16 you think you know everything, there's a lot you're going to learn throughout your life. If you were asked the same question at 16 that you're asked at 40, your questions are going to be vastly different and your answers are going to be vastly different. You're not going to have those same kinds of experiences. So I view the comments kind of the same way. So someone coming in and leaving me a negative comment, although I could take it to heart and go, well, awful. You know, that was just so mean. I could take it that way. However, I don't know what that person may or may not be experiencing in their life. I don't know if their quilting experience is dramatically different from mine, and that's not my place to judge. I am not here to judge anyone else on what they say in my comments. Now, YouTube will, of course, block the, the stupid stuff, but I'm not here to judge anyone else on their own quilting journey because mine is probably different from a lot of other people's. But there's nothing wrong with my journey, and there's nothing wrong with anyone else's journey. So, them being upset that they couldn't see it or couldn't understand it, okay, that means I wasn't teaching in a way that reached out to them. Does that mean I'm going to change everything I do? Nope, not going to happen. But I don't mind going back and reviewing things to help show people are just going to have to learn to give me a little bit of time so I can do, so I have that opportunity to go back, because I definitely want to do that. I see something about guests. I love having different guests on the channel. Okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll never please all the people all the time. It's Kennedy. Absolutely. It definitely will happen. The best thing is to ignore the bad intentions. Always take it with a pinch of salt. Yes, absolutely. And that's kind of what I do. I've had bad days. I will be the first to attest. I have had some bad days. I will actually tell you a little bit of a story. We have enough time to do it. Because we are still going to get to show and tell. Because we've got to get to show and tell. There was a doctor's office that called me. They were letting me know that I owed money. Okay, that's fine. But they're letting me know that I owe money from like 6 months ago when I've gotten no billing statements. So I had no way to know. So I was a little gruff. I was a little upset. But I was also upset at my insurance company because I've been having an issue with them. And it's not, again, the doctor's office's fault. It's not the billing agent's fault. And, it's not technically mine because I've been trying to work on it. But I was definitely a little gruff with them. Somebody else got me on the phone and I said, look, yeah, I was a little short with them. I wasn't rude, but I was definitely short with them. And I owned the fact that I was short with them. But I know it wasn't their fault that I was short with them that day. But it also wasn't the next person's job to come after me and tell me I was a bad person for being short with someone. I didn't say anything profane. I kept my manners. I was professional. I was just very short. So everybody has those kinds of days. And it's okay to have those kinds of days. But I'm not ever going to take offense at it. I had this one guest who was really fun. I think her name was Tammy. Sean, you are hilarious. I love you. You're welcome to have me as a guest again. I still need to get you over here too. Just saying. All right, so real quick. All right, so the piece that I've just cut off or just folded off of here is part of sashing. Okay. So if we look further up, when you go from one block to the next, and let me bring it up to the camera a little bit better. I am still working on the camera angles, you guys. This has been a challenge. So when you come up, this piece and this piece don't join together. This sashing right here, that is the twist to this Irish chain quilt. Okay? The sashing looks like the rest of the quilt. It blends in. So I know it is hard to see. So this juncture here and this one down here, those are part of the blocks. This juncture right here is sashing. Okay? That is what makes this Irish chain with a twist different. So if you were one of the ones that was commenting and couldn't see it, I'm not upset at anyone for anything that they said. So there were quite a few that were positive, just didn't understand it. But then there was just the one that was kind of like a little gruff. But it's okay. I'm fine with you being gruff. I wanted to show what it looks like, okay? So just before we go to Sew and Tell. I'll be back soon enough. I'll come over here one Tuesday when I'm off of work. Awesome. Yes, absolutely. All right, so this is that quilt. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Hang on. There we go. All right. This is that quilt. It is sideways right now, and I cannot see the camera, but this is that baby quilt, the Irish chain with a twist baby quilt. So with doing the sashing the way that I did and doing the twist with it, it looks like it's one solid piece. And that was kind of that's the twist of it, okay? So this is a block, this is a block, this one right there is sashing, okay? So it completes the lattice work effect of the Irish chain without having to do bargello and with being able to do small strips, okay? Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you, Joy T. I appreciate it. All right. So I am going to put this aside once again. Thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate it. Thank you, Judy. I do look at all the comments, I promise. Even if I don't look at them now, I'll look at them later. I can do that. Yes, Loretta. The baby's mother chose coral and dusty blue. So I wanted to honor that. Hi, thank you, Beverly. So I wanted to honor that. And some of these are fabrics that the baby's mother chose. The baby is due at the end of May. So I had to get it done. I still have to get it quilted. All right. So what I'm going to do now, let me make sure. Yes, there it is. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate it. Yes, she is going to be a very, very lucky baby. All right. I've lost my paper, you guys. I've lost my paper. Hang on. Can't lose my paper. Found my paper. Okay. Thank you, Irish Sail Lady. Glad you are back in the chat. Yay. All right. So we are going to swap over. Thank you, Glenda. I'm going to swap over. Let me grab the screen so I can click through and see everything at the same time. And we are going to do Sew and Tell. So we are going to run a little bit over an hour. I am so sorry, but we are going to start the giveaway. Let's actually go ahead and start. Let me do the giveaway. Let me get that started so you guys can comment. I can't believe it's April already. Yes. Yes. I am right with you, Joy. Everything flies. Everything flies. All right. So we are going to do, you know what? Let's see. All right. Since the mug is all we got left, we are going to do mug. So the new word is mug. Hi, Jean. Glad you are here. You are here just in time. All right. So the next giveaway has started. Just put mug in the comments. But we are going to start Sew and Tell. And as soon as we are done, that's when you guys are going to, we're going to roll it. And you guys are rolling for a mug. The only person who cannot win is Loretta because she is already committed to a chart. Awesome. All right. So I see you guys are already in there getting that in. All right. We're going to transition over. So you guys are not going to see me, but I will be able to see the comments. So this is one of our Sew and Tell entries, and this is from Andrea. She put in the chat that we are making quilts for Ronald McDonald House in the name of #HarperStrong. It's for Donna's granddaughter who just had a heart transplant. And these are some of the blocks that she had finished. So they are so gorgeous. So Harper is, if you follow, let's see, let me put both of the links in here real quick. So I've got a Harper link and a charity link. So Donna is the curator of Handmade by Ying with Donna. So there is a link in the chat to her channel. If you are not a subscriber of Donna, she really does run an awesome channel. I love watching her. So these are 6-inch completed blocks that are going towards charity quilts for Ronald McDonald House, and they're going to be donated in Harper's name, or they're going to be donated. Let me read exactly what Donna said to me today because I don't want to get her words messed up. Let's see. She said she is doing baby, twin size, or lap size quilts. They will all be donated under Harper's name on behalf of the maker. So if you want to make an entire baby quilt, lap quilt, or twin size quilt, you can send those as well. Mail them. You can mail those, or you can mail the 6-inch completed blocks to Donna, and that is also in the chat. So you can get that information there. And if you need that, additionally, if you are watching this on the replay, you can reach out to me. I will get you in touch with Donna. So yes, they are cute blocks. They will put a big smile on very many kids' faces, Glenda. You are absolutely right. All right, so this is Charlotte's. She said that this is the largest quilt she's made so far. This Bargello quilt was quite a challenge, but I am so happy with how it turned out. I played with several possible layouts before deciding on this one. I made it for my son and daughter-in-law for Christmas 2022. I did stitch in the ditch quilting. She says she's sorry it's not a better picture. It's the only one she could locate on her new phone. You know, I am absolutely in love with it, Charlotte. This is stunning. I would be super blessed to have that on my bed. So that is absolutely a gorgeous quilt. All right. So this is from Chloe. She said, my older daughter, who is 10, and I took a fabric weaving class at our local quilt shop. We finished making these Easter baskets just in time for the bunny's arrival. My older daughter's is on the left, and the one for my younger daughter is on the right. So I'm going to zoom in, you guys. I am absolutely in love with this. I have not really thought a lot about doing fabric weaving, but I am in love with this. These are adorable. I love the little setup for all of them. So these are gorgeous little baskets. And I think these were perfect colors for Easter Bunny. Those are stunning. All right. So this is from Giovanna. I've got several of hers. I've got 1 and 2. These are her blocks for the charity. And this is also for exclamation Harper if you want to follow Donna's channel, or exclamation charity if you need the information to send blocks in. So she has chosen, I love the placement on these. They are just absolutely fantastic. So you guys, you can, like, if these are like prints that you wouldn't normally use for anything, or you just really don't know what to do with some of these prints, these are fantastic for being able to put towards some kids. They are just wonderful. Chloe did say that in that bottle in her picture, those were scraps from the project. That is awesome. So I love Bugs Bunny. That is so cute. And then this flower is just so perfectly centered. You have done an amazing, amazing job, Giovanna. They are stunning. All right, now this is also from Giovanna. She said that these are pot holders or oven mittens that she made a few years ago. You guys, I am not a huge chicken fan, but I am in love. These are absolutely fantastic. I love the little hearts everywhere and the little beaks. I mean, I would be petting these and like not stop. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to come off the picture so fast. But I would absolutely love these. And I love little tails too. That just adds to the effect. So those are so adorable. Absolutely perfect. All right. So this is from Glenda. And what she said is she finally got this one quilted. This was from Greenland quilter Katy. and 60 inches by 50 inches. And she's got the pictures of the front and back. So I did include a link. Let me go put it in the chat and make sure I type correctly. And this is the link to Greenland Quilter. Everybody's saying love the chicks. Oh, chooks. That's what we call them, the chickens in Australia. That is awesome. And yes, they are absolutely Joy. I love it too. They're absolutely stunning. All right, so this is following the pattern that I did. I remember watching Katy put some of this together. I love these blocks. This looks so much like stained glass. It is absolutely stunning. So she said this is 50 inches by 60 inches. And then I love how this binding goes all the way around. Let me zoom out. There we go. So this binding does go all the way around to showcase that entire quilt. So you've done a fantastic job with this, Glenda. So that was the back, or that was the front, and this is the back. I'm going to zoom in on this just because I can. And I am in love. I love the two-part backing. I think that is fantastic. I can just imagine flipping this quilt over and, putting a pillow up here at the top and then laying on the polka dots. It makes my heart happy. It is so fantastic. All right. Mosaic tiles to me. Yes, Sean, I do agree. And yes, Katy, I think, is on her way home back to Greenland right now. Loretta says pretty color. Yes, this is fantastic. And this was Glenda's. So Glenda did this. All right. Now this is also from Glenda. I have been following this one as she has been working on it. I am in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. She said, finished my snail trail. You guys, 1,920 pieces in this quilt. And it is 70 inches by 80 inches. It looks so phenomenal. And it is just in those two colors. Okay? There's no extra colors in it. There's no need for extra colors in it. It is just an amazing pattern. I've been dying to see this. So this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But that was also one that Glenda submitted for Show and Tell. All right. So now this one's going to have a story to it, okay? So this is from Lisa, and I haven't seen her in the chat tonight, but we're going to go ahead and still talk about it. She said, this is Quilt My Life 2023. The main foundations are rectangles, either dark gray for exercise or light gray for not. I cut various sizes of squares for daily activities and did the stitch and flip method. The way that this was my first quilt as you go. I sewed each day onto a long strip of batting, using up leftover batting that I had. And then the rows were connected by thin sashing, and I attached the back later with light quilting. The words and numbers were paper pieced using patterns from EQ8. I embroidered the months with my sewing machine. I learned how to scan fabric in order to make the label and key to my life. The idea came from Kitty Wilkin at nightquilter.com. I kept a journal on my table and would write what I did each day at dinner time. It is bound in the color I used to indicate finished projects. So I did also do a link for this one, and that is going to give you a link to the Quilt My Life pattern, or the designer of the Quilt My Life. So if you guys can, and she actually included 4 different pictures with this. Yes, she absolutely did a fantastic job with this. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I missed something. All right, hang on, you guys. My link for it did not work. Let me go grab Nightbot and fix it. All right. Where? There we go. We are going to edit, and we are going to fix that one. Oh. All right. Let's see if this works now. All right. So if you see up at the top, those are her paper piece letters that she put in place. Oh, you know what? Hang on, you guys. I know you probably can't see it. So let me zoom in and drag down. There we go. All right. So these are her paper piece letters from EQ8. And then these are her embroidered months. A lot more active than me. Yeah, I'm making it up for this year. Yeah, I hear you. Joy T says I have to start finishing something. Well, the nice thing with the sew and tells is you don't necessarily have to finish anything. You don't. It doesn't have to be anything finished. So she has days where she exercised, didn't exercise. She read her Bible. She finished a project. She quilted. She journaled. She sang at church. She sang in the community. She spent time with friends, working at Hobby Lobby, which she did during Christmas holidays, and then working as a quilter. And she said, Quilt As You Go, designed and made by Lisa in Casper, Wyoming. So, you guys, yeah, she put in a lot of work for that. And actually, that is the last of what I've got on those. So let me bring you guys back over. I need a cutting table. That's my excuse. Ah, Joy, come on now. You can't be doing excuses. All right, so we got that giveaway started. So let's go see who won. I forget to, yes, you and me both. You and me both. I forget every time. All right. Oh no, you guys. Oh no, hang on. Let's see. All right. You guys will have to forgive me. Enter mug in the chat. Please enter mug in the chat. Well, oh, hang on. Okay. Now enter mug in the chat. Let's see. Or just do a comment in the chat. Let's get you guys back into the raffle. I messed up. I clicked off in Nightbot to get that command going. So yeah, it's my fault. All right. There we go. I'm seeing people pop in. I've got 8 people so far that are eligible. I've got 10. Oh, let's see who else. All right, we've got 21 people watching. So if you want to be in the giveaway, you've got to enter into the chat. Just make a comment. I've got 12 so far. Let's see how many it's going to pop up. Come on. Let's roll. No, I'm not rolling until we've got some more users in the chat because we got 20 viewers. Well, I need to learn how to fix Nightbot the way I want Nightbot to work. So we still love you, Tammy. Thank you, Joy T. Thank you. You crack me up, you guys. All right, we got 13. Agnes, glad to see you. Haven't seen you before in the chat. Welcome. I do watch everybody in the chat, so thank you. Yeah, you definitely have to be a subscriber to be in the chat. So you have to be a subscriber in order to win. 14. All right, we're going to see if we can get like 2 more. All right. Let's see. You have no idea where to start. Well, as of a couple months ago, neither did I. Happens to the best of us? Yes. Yes, it does. All right, so I'm not looking at the video, so I can't see the video right now. This is the mug that you guys are looking to win. I will make sure it is packed properly. It is a coffee mug, but it has a print of a sewing machine on it. All right, Don, don't enter too many times. Nightbot will kick you out. All right, we got 14 eligible users. Yes, we are all human. All right, I guess we're going to sit at 14. So there's 6 people watching that are not in the chat. Okay, gotcha. So it's my fault. I know. I'm sorry. But we are going to go ahead and roll. You are already in, Joy T. I got you in there. And let's see. Yep, nobody else is listed. That is listed as... Melinda, you just got in. Thank you. Awesome. So we got 15 eligible users. So eligible people. All right. We are going to, let's see. Let me make sure Nightbot is doing its little thing. I've got to move my camera over there so you guys are I'm actually looking at you guys when I look at the screen too. Tea mug, yes, absolutely. Yes, it can be coffee or tea. I don't drink coffee, so it could be tea. That's fine, absolutely. All right, we're gonna roll. You guys are ready? You guys are ready? You guys are ready? We are rolling. Agnes, congratulations! You're the luckiest person alive. She just got in the chat, you guys, and Agnes has won. Okay. So Agnes, let me know that you are okay to win. Let me know what state of the United States you are in. If you are outside of the United States, just type that you're international. We are good with that. I will work with that. Yeah, I'm trying, Sean. Absolutely trying. So Agnes, welcome to the channel and congratulations. But put in the chat that you are here and what state you live in. And I'm going to give you a link to click. As soon as I see your comment come through, I'm going to give you a link to click to go put your address for shipping in. So I will need that in order to ship. Yes, yes, you have won. You have won, Agnes. I am glad you are here because you have won. I don't get that good of luck. I mean, seriously, I have won. No, actually, I won because I guessed the right number. That's the only time I ever win anything. I never win. So I am so proud. All right, so I do see you in the chat again, Agnes. So we are going to do the link here. All right, so the link, you're in Massachusetts. Perfect. Awesome. So I'm sending to Florida and I'm sending to Massachusetts. All right, so Agnes, click that link. Go fill out the form to tell me where I am shipping to. All right, so tonight, what we have done, we have gone over what Loretta has won is this quilting chart, this quilting knowledge chart. And we have given away a coffee mug or tea mug, whatever you drink, with a sewing machine print on it. So it's got a sewing machine on front and back. Okay, so I will be shipping those out. If not, I will not be shipping them out tomorrow. I will be shipping them out Thursday. I will not be able to ship them out tomorrow, but I will ship them out Thursday. Okay, and so as soon as I ship these out, you guys will get an email with a tracking number. So you guys will get a tracking number so you can track it. If you have not already voted on what we talked about at the beginning of the video, oh, you got your prize from Sewing Machine Plus. You are going to have to tell everybody in the chat what you got from Sewing Machines Plus. I've heard through the grapevine, but I haven't heard from you. So you got to tell us what you got, Andrea. All right. So, just as a refresher, before Monday. Yeah, I know she's got to tell us, right? All right. So, before Monday, you guys need to go vote and tell me which project you want me to start working on next. We are going to work on Aurora. Oh, well, you guys get to tell me what I'm working on. So Aurora is 1. Okay. Echoes is 2. Echoes is very hard for the camera to focus on, so I do apologize. So Echoes is 2. Juicy Cactus is 3. A sewing machine, it's an Alnita L16. Oh, wow. That's a pretty big gift. Congratulations, Andrea. I can't wait to see pictures of what you've sewn on it. And Sparkle is number 4. Yeah, exactly, Sean. A sewing machine is always fun. A new sewing machine is even better. All right. So if you have not voted, if you are in the chat, hi, Mona. Glad you are here. All right. So the 4 that I just showed are what you're going to vote on. Okay. So if you are having to watch this as a replay, I do go over all of this at the beginning of the live, so you won't have to watch too long to find out what you're voting for. The voting will be open through Monday, all the way through Monday. A vintage frame that I'm going to use on. Perfect. I like that idea. So there's a link in the description where you can vote. There's also a link right now in the chat where you can click over and go vote. Tell me which project that I'm working on next, and that will be the next one I pull out as a new project. I am going to work on Saturday. We are going to work on this project right here. Okay, so the Star Systems quilt by Elizabeth Hartman is what we are going to work on Saturday. I will probably also be live again on Sunday, and we are going to get back to Prismatic Star. Okay, if you guys remember, I did have to rip a whole lot of seams on Prismatic Star. I am going to get to a point where we can work on that again, and that will be on Sunday. Okay, so you guys will be seeing me this weekend. I won't be going MIA this weekend. I am mostly done folding fabric and getting it out of the storage closet. Everything else that is coming in is going to go into my closet here until I can start moving it out. Okay. Before we get off of here, if you have a channel, if you have a quilting, sewing, whatever YouTube channel, put exclamation selfie. Thank you, Jean. Glad you voted. Put an exclamation selfie in the chat. What time on Saturday? I am looking at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that will be noon your time. So I have an event to go to on Friday, so I may be getting home late, but I will be live on Saturday. So I know I've got a lot of stuff to set up for it. Thank you, Agnes. Glad. I will be working on finishing up the 2 projects that I've got to finish up, so that next week, when you guys see me on Tuesday, I will be looking and telling you guys which one you guys told me that I need to watch or I need to sew. Okay. Yay! Loretta just voted as well. Awesome. I'm glad you watched on replay, Agnes. I am so glad. You know, I am honestly here. Oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. I will try to be up. Don't quote me, because that's 6 a.m. my time, so don't quote me. But I will try to be up and catch your live too. Your live is so early for me. Just gonna say. I know you hear it a lot, but your live is early. So you guys are gonna see me finish this project or finish the top. You're gonna see me work on the Prismatic Star and see how far we can get on Sunday. So once I get off the live on Saturday, working on the Elizabeth Hartman Star Systems, I will be prepping for Sunday, working on Prismatic Star. And then I will be picking up my UFO. You guys won't see me doing this live. This will be a recording type thing. I'm not going to put anybody through watching this live. This is a lot to watch live. So I'm not going to put anybody through watching an embroidery machine embroider live for how many hours this takes. So, but you guys will get to see recordings of this. What time is Sean's live? It is at 6 a.m. my time. It is 8 a.m. Eastern time. That is what time Sean goes live on Saturday. Oh, he's getting you Italy time. He's just full service, you know, Giovanna. He's just full service. You are fine, Jean. Well, if it helps you guys any, I am working from my ironing board right now. So my table surface is actually my ironing board. My sewing desk is actually in the closet. My sewing machine is in the closet. My foot pedal is out here. So I am still completely shoved around and messed around, whatever you want to call it. But by Saturday, I will be back up and running with everything and getting everything going So you guys will get to see more of the Elizabeth Hartman and kind of the process that's going into it. Because it is a purchase pattern, I can't give you the measurements for it. You will be there to chat a lot. Awesome for Sean's live. Yeah. 5 a.m. my time. Yeah. Yeah. I understand, Jean. It's rough. So the other thing that we're going to discuss next week, we are going to do discombobulated. Yes, that's the word. That is the word. That is the word, Lisa. Yes. The next thing that you guys will be voting on is you will be telling me whether you want to see a fat quarter friendly project, or a jelly roll friendly project. So I have a lot of fat quarters. If you cannot tell, I have a lot of fat quarters, and I do have a lot of jelly roll strips. I may not have a whole lot of proper jelly rolls, but I have a lot of jelly roll strips. So I do want to create another pattern for you guys. Since we did the Irish chain with a twist, I want to create another pattern that is beginner friendly, that is easy for everybody to pick up with, and is using either jelly rolls or fat quarters. So next week you guys are going to be voting on that, okay? But you guys also see whatever I got done Saturday and Sunday, and you'll find out what you guys selected out of the patterns. All right. So I'm not going to stay on here much longer, you guys. I wasn't planning to stay on this long, but I love you, so I don't mind. Let's see. I will try to get my sister to watch, but she doesn't like this, or she doesn't sew, but she's crafty, so she might like it. Absolutely. There's a lot that I like to do. A lot of what I'm going to show on the channel is going to be quilting related, because that's what the channel is. But I definitely want to invite anyone who is a crafter in general. I want to make it fun to enjoy. Yeah, it is much cheaper to make your own jelly rolls, and a lot of my jelly rolls are not pre-cut. They're not something that I purchase. For me to have a purchased jelly roll is kind of unheard of, so it doesn't happen. JT, I need easy. Yes, absolutely. And I want to provide you guys simple ways to turn your stash, turn your scraps, turn something from whatever you've got. Okay? So I do want to do that. So you guys think about what you've got in your stash, what you've got in your supply, whether that is jelly rolls, a lot of 2.5-inch strips, whether that is fat quarters, whether that is just whatever you can find, which is fine. Just be thinking about that, because I want you guys to tell me what works best for you, and I will create around that. So that is my goal, is to give you guys something that you can go home, or, well, you can watch my videos and rewatch my videos and rewatch the videos, like my Irish chain with a twist is getting. I liked creating that. I loved the process of all of that. So I want to bring more of that content to you. And it will be kind of the same process. I'll do videos until I'm done, and then I will rename everything so it's a group, so you guys can find it, so it's easy. So it makes it even easier to access. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. My mouth is discombobulated, you guys. All right. I can say that word, but I can't say everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I want to thank you all for being here. I really enjoy having each and every one of you in my chat. I love seeing everything that you guys are saying back and forth. I love the conversation. I love feeling like this is that community that I want it to be. I want it to be engaging. I want it to be easy. I want it to be inclusive. And I'm glad that it is becoming that. So thank you so much for being here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Any kind of fabrics that you can work with. Absolutely. All right. That's me every Saturday. Love you, Sean. You are a hoot. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here, you guys. Have a good evening. Catch me on Saturday. I'm going to, yes, Andrea, thank you. You are my rock star. thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't already, pay your tax. Give me a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you weren't just here hanging out, you were here loving on the channel, okay? You don't have to love on me, you just have to love on the channel. Joy to you, too many emojis. I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. Oh, yes, and we are doing another show and tell in May, so do not forget there will be another one, so you can still enter coming up, in May. So we will be doing a big giveaway in October for show and tell. So please make sure tune in every Tuesday night. Come catch it on the replay. Whatever you have to do, Tuesday nights are where it's at. Okay, so you guys all have a good evening, and I will see you on Saturday, on Sunday, and if not, I'll see you on Tuesday again, okay? Bye.